Hey everybody, it's Claire's Living Art. Welcome back to my channel. On today's video, we are going to be doing a speed paint for a kind of a celebration of a pregnancy announcement, gender reveal for a couple of friends of mine back in 2017. The reason why this is going up so late is because I really dragged my feet on getting this mailed out to them. It was really bad timing with like the post office because everybody was sending out like Christmas gifts, and I was like, I was just gonna do it afterwards and later and later and later, and I was like, the post office is like right around the corner, it's gonna be no biggie. And then here we are in like March. So I mailed it off a couple weeks ago and they got it, and I'm super glad they did. So now I can post this without any spoilers of what the actual piece looked like before it got to their mailbox. So right now I'm just using Liquitex Basics. It's an acrylic paint. You can get it really cheap at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, AC Moore, probably even Walmart. Not 100% sure, but those are places you can get it. I'm currently painting on a wood canvas that I got at Hobby Lobby, I want to say. And some tips if you wanted to use or like test out or try these like wooden canvases is if you're going to be using like acrylic or watercolor on them, it's good to prime your canvas. So when you go to the art store and you're getting a regular canvas, it's already white, so it's been gessoed or primed. That way you can just paint directly on it. So what will end up happening is if you don't prime your natural wood canvas, is that it'll actually start to soak up the paint because it's a porous surface, and some of your paint will start to spread or won't distribute evenly. So if you just prime that, before I did a clear coat on this, I did maybe about 2 or 3 coats and it was fine. It painted beautifully. So it just depends on you. You can either do the clear like I did because I liked the color of the wood to show behind them since I wasn't going to be doing any kind of background, or you can use a white gesso base or background. That way you can have the white to paint on. So something that I think is cute is coordinating couple outfits, and I thought that that would be really fitting for this piece since they revealed online that they were having a girl, and so I thought it would be really cute if they had coordinating sweaters or like inverse sweaters. I thought that was like super cute to, you know, let everybody know, hey, this is what we're having, even though they announced what they were having, but so they would know, hey, this is what we're having. And so they're having a girl, by the way, or they had a girl, by the way, and I just thought it would be a nice little gift to give them. Quick tip with mixing lighter colors. So I don't have a pink. You can see on the left hand of the screen there, I have this red over there. The color is called alizarin crimson, and it's actually like a cooler red. It kind of wants to mix like a purple, or has more bluish tints in it. There's a girl on YouTube, I think her name is Juicy Ink. I think her actual name is Tori. She gave this wonderful watercolor tutorial on like how to mix colors, and it can be applied to all mediums, whether you're working in markers, acrylic, oils, watercolor, gouache, whichever. So you can probably keep that in mind if you're working on something. What color does this want to mix? What does this lean more towards? So since this alizarin crimson wants to mix more purple to me, instead of mixing like orange, for instance, I would have an easier time making purples or pinks with it, or like a cooler pink or a cooler purple color. So with mixing it's always easier to mix your color into white versus mixing white into your color. So if you have a butt ton of red, you're going to be there forever trying to tint it down to white. Versus if you just have a good bit of white and you add a little bit of red, you can always make that color darker really easy because you're adding a darker color versus trying to lighten something. It's easier to make something dark than it is to lighten it up, if that makes sense. Okay, so what ended up happening here is I painted the skin and my camera had shut off, so I realized that it did when I went to go check for a second. So I'm sorry that the skin tone didn't get filmed for her, but I'm just going to now to fill in his skin tone. Okay, so there's a part coming up in a second where it's going to skip forward to me having completed the Sharpie lines. As you guys saw in my last video, I did an acrylic like self-portrait and then did the finer details with a Sharpie since I didn't have a small enough brush at the time. So that's what I did here. I just didn't include it with this because my head was really in the way for the majority of it. So it wasn't, I would be mindful of it in the future on where my head was, but I was really focused on being able to get like the little nooks and crannies of like her face and her eyes and all that. So I do apologize about that in advance. You can see my face popping up here a little bit, but it was a lot worse when I was doing the Sharpie work. Alright, so here we are with the Sharpie work, and I'm just getting those last little details we have in here with the stitching on the side of the jeans and the sneaker outline, and then I think that's everything I want to say. So yeah, that's it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any comments, leave them down below. Give it a like, let me know if you like videos like this, and I will see you guys with another video real soon. Thanks guys, bye.